This is Miss Lizzie, and I want to welcome you to the Queen Lizzie podcast. Together, we will go through the history of Rosewood, Florida, and watch as the once prosperous town rises out of the bloodshed, fire, and ash to reveal the people, the memory, and the legacy of Rosewood. Watch every Thursday on Facebook and YouTube, or listen to our story on Apple or Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, or wherever you find your favorite podcasts. Hello, everybody. I am Lizzie Robinson Jenkins, representing not only the Rosewood Foundation, but the personal testimonies and history of cherished friends and family. You are now watching the Queen Lizzie podcast, episode number 127. So today we are talking with Coach Jackie Moore from the University of Florida. Welcome.
Thank you.
Coach Jackie Moore.
Thank you. Excited to be here with you today.
It's an honor to have you visit with me today on this podcast that we are going to talk a lot about your position, the basketball team, upcoming basketball games and practices and everything else. Okay. But I want you to just give us a brief of what you do, your job as assistant coach.
Okay. I am one of the assistants at the University of Florida. The job description is unlimited.
Yes.
I coach on the floor coaching. I'm responsible for organizing our scouting. I'm responsible for leading the charge with our international recruiting. But as coaches, we call kids, we go and we watch them play. We help with on-campus visits. Just really player development, you know, with our current team, just making sure also they're taking care of their academics and that they are basically, we're putting them in a position to have a great experience at the University of Florida, a championship experience.
Yes. And I had the opportunity to watch one of your practices last year.
Yes.
You all invited me out, took pictures with me.
Yes, ma'am.
And I felt like I was, and I still am, a part of who you are and what you all represent.
Yeah.
The University of Florida and the community.
Yes. As I was leaving the building today, I ran into one of our players, and she asked me where I was going. I told her I was coming to speak with you today, and I said, you remember when she came and talked to the team? And she did.
Okay,
so
wonderful.
You made a lasting impression on our team as well. So we appreciate you coming by last year, and you're always invited to come back anytime. Just let us know.
I will do that. And what was so interesting, your coach,
Coach Kelly?
Coach Kelly wanted to make sure I shared the Rosewood experience with them because, don't remember what she said or how she said it, they had never heard of Rosewood. They needed to be familiar with history.
Yes.
Florida's history. And she also suggested that we go to the site if time allows, because we know that you all are super busy.
Yes.
But just for her to think outside of the box, or it could have been you, somebody were thinking outside of the box and suggested it. Okay.
We can certainly make that happen. I think that would be something that our kids would like to do. Our players would like to do that, and just be a part and understand the history of our country, our state.
Yes.
I think that's really important for them, and we'll definitely make that happen.
Okay. And I'm always doing Rosewood. Yesterday, it's something I have been wanting to do because it's history. Yesterday, I was looking at some pictures on Rosewood, and I saw who I believe is my great-grandmother. She was, during slavery, she was wet nurse, okay? Wherein, you know what a wet nurse is. But I posted it. And Coach, I have never gotten so many replies.
Wow.
So quick. Everybody, all nationalities replied very positive. They knew about it.
Well, that's
because
great.
they too, in their family, there were wet nurses. And I thought that was very interesting. And this is something that I want to make just a individual talking piece about some of our history. So these kids don't know what a wet nurse is. Okay. And like I said, it was different.
Yeah.
And I appreciate the comments. Yes, so I'm going to go back and do a bigger piece so
Okay.
that our kids can see it. But I am looking forward to coming back when y'all invite me. I would love to come back. And I have two nephews, 12 and 8,
Okay.
that play basketball.
Yeah. Bring them along. That'd be great.
Oh, thank you. I can't wait to get home to tell them they love sports.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
And one is competing now in Athlete of the Year contest. Yes, he is. But anyway, your girls, the recruiting process. Can you tell me the process?
Yes, it's different. What we do, we identify kids in numerous ways. Through, we may go out and watch a player and we see someone else who is good. We have coaches who call us about players. We have former players who say, who call myself, CJ Kelly, and be like, hey, there's a kid in my town who's really good. You should watch them. There's just numerous ways that we find out. And then once we identify a player who we think is our caliber, we just track them. We follow them. We talk to their coaches. We talk to them. We try to get them on campus. Every recruiting story is different.
Okay.
And that's exciting. Like, our job is not the same.
Okay.
You just, there's a kid you see when they're, 10 years old, and you think they got that thing.
Young?
Sometimes
Wow.
there's, you just never know. Sometimes you see a young kid and this kid has a chance to be special. You just track them. You just watch them, and as they grow and mature and their games develop, it could be, certain high schools have really good programs, that they're developing their players. So you always pay attention to winning programs, but just different ways. And then word of mouth, coaches talk, there's some scouting services and things like that. But it's really just grinding it out and just looking for a player that's good for your team. Like, there are a lot of great players out there, but everyone cannot play in the SEC, and they can't play at the University of Florida. You have to find the kids that work for you and fit your program and your style of play.
Wonderful,
Yeah.
wonderful. And the people listening today,
Yes.
okay, they will know that the process.
Yeah,
They
for
will
sure.
know to get in touch with you, and so the parents are involved also. Yes.
Yes, we
And,
do. We reach out and we talk to parents. We talk to coaches. We talk to coaches that coach against the recruits that we're recruiting. Like, we want to get as much information as we can, because being at the University of Florida is a privilege.
It
It's
is.
not for everyone, and the Gatorhead is known worldwide. So.
Yes.
We are very selective as to who we invite.
Yes.
The brand is important, more important than anything else. And there comes when you come to Florida, you come with a certain expectation and responsibility.
Attitude.
Yes, and
About the altitude.
yes, you're coming to win championships, and we understand that.
And you all are doing an excellent job. You're just. I have seen the progress. And last year I brought 10 of my nieces and nephews, and they were all little. The youngest one was about one. They were there. They had a wonderful time.
Outstanding.
So I'm bringing them to your first game this year.
Yes, November 3rd.
Okay.
Yes, November 3rd.
November 3rd.
Yes.
And if you all need tickets, go to Ticketmaster,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Ticketmaster.com. Order your tickets now, okay? And meet me there. I'll be there.
That's right. That'll be great.
I may have 11 with me this year.
Okay.
Have another baby to born. But anyway, they're my
Yeah.
little nieces and nephews. And sports is very significant in our children's lives
Yeah.
because it keeps them occupied.
Absolutely.
They're entertained. They enjoy it. And many of them do the research. I have a little nephew, 8. He is, what was his research on, Zach? NBA. Zach, did
Yeah,
he?
he talks about NBA teams, a bunch of NBA players. Like John
Yeah.
Brown was his favorite player.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Yeah.
He has done his homework, and he talked to Zach like I told him. I just gave it over to Zach,
Yeah.
and he.
Yeah.
I didn't know what they were talking about.
Yeah. That's great. I think, team sports,
Yes.
there's so many lessons that you can learn, just life lessons. And, individual sports, they're fine too. But when you're on a team,
Yes.
you learn how to share, how to respect people for who they are and where they are. Everybody's experience is different. It's not the same. So there's so many lessons that you can, learn from being on a team, and just understand that I was raised one way and you were raised another way.
Exactly.
That we have differences, and that's okay.
Yes.
And I would say with our team, they embrace each other and their differences and where they come from and how they were raised. Two-parent homes, raised by your grandmother. Just
Yeah.
everybody's story is
It's
different.
different.
And that's the beauty of team. You don't want everyone to be the same.
Right.
That'd be quite boring, I would think, and
Yes.
you don't get the same lessons and life experiences. So we really have a great group of players this year who are gelling, and they come from all over. You guys will see. We have international players. We have kids from all over, Texas, D.C., Minnesota. So our team's going to be fun to watch, and hopefully you guys will come out and check us out, because we are putting in the work. They're putting in the work right now, and it's going to pay off for us, and we're really excited about that.
I'm excited too, and I want everybody within the listening, all of the audience people to listen to us, support our kids.
Yeah,
They need it.
absolutely.
They need it, and don't say, "Well, I don't have money." Support them anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, find the money and make sure our kids are. And when I say our kids, I'm talking about kids
Yes.
from
yes.
every walk of life, from everywhere. Because I have watched you in action, Soror. And by the way, y'all, she is my Zeta Soror.
Yes, I am.
Yes, and we have on blue for the Gators and for Zeta.
That's
right. Representing both. But I have seen you in action at the practice. You got it going on. You
Yeah.
know exactly what to do. What you call it, ground coaching you were doing? What did you call that? No, not ground. You said the word earlier.
We were grinding it out, how to grind.
Yes,
we
yes.
get after it. Our
Yes.
players work hard, and they know that it'll pay off. So,
Right.
Again, we practiced today at 2:15. Excited to go back and work with them after having the weekend off. But yeah, we're grinding right now. We're just trying to work on our chemistry, and we're going to be exciting to watch. So again, come out and support your Gators.
I
And,
will. I will.
Yeah, bring your kids, grandkids,
Yes,
neighbors,
yes.
everyone, because once you come and see
Yes.
how hard we play and how much fun we're having as a group, you're gonna keep coming back. So
Oh, I know. I know, and my fan club is going to make sure
Yes.
I'm on top of it so
That's
that they
right.
can be on top of it. But certainly, I have enjoyed the few games that I have attended, and I plan to attend more
yeah.
this year.
Yeah, and after the games, the players will sign autographs and have an opportunity to take pictures with some of the
okay.
fans, especially the young kids and stuff. So
Oh, yes.
they enjoy that. I mean, it's right after the game, and it's just one of those things. Like it's to whom much is given, much is expected. So we want to give back to the community, because you never know what kind of difference you're making in that
Exactly.
moment. It could be something that changes someone's life.
Forever.
Yes. So,
Yes.
and they are excellent in the community and working with children as well. So,
Okay, and I'd like to invite them to my church one Sunday. too.
okay.
I'm
Okay.
serious.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, but anyway, I will be there. I will bring them, my group, and I would love for some of the girls to take pictures with them and autograph. give
Okay.
them an
We'll set it up.
We'll set it up.
Yes.
All right. Thank you very much, Sora. And I'm thinking we are coming to the end of our first half. Okay, that's about time for our first half. We are going to head to a quick break, and we'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
I am Black History.
I am Rosewood Black History.
I am Florida
and America's Black History, and you are too.
January 1st, 1923, the KKK insurrectionists attacked Rosewood, killing 5, burning it down.
Because a white woman lied and cried, a black man assaulted me. Rosewood redevelopment is on its way.
Want to help? Visit rosewoodflorida.com.
Meldon Law has been serving personal injury victims since 1971. In those days, Jeffrey Meldon's presence as an attorney in the music scene dubbed him with the nickname the Hippie Attorney. And although times have changed, two things haven't: our commitment to bettering our community by helping the injured,
Albert, are you ready to go to the game?
and our love for the Florida Gators.
If you bleed orange and blue, Meldon Law is the firm for you.
Welcome back to Queen Lizzie Podcast, brought to you weekly from the Steve Spurrier Podcast Room at Spurrier's Gridiron Grill. We are here with Coach Jackie Moore. The Queen Lizzie Podcast is brought to you by Campus USA Credit Union, live from the Meldon Law Gator Studios at Spurrier's Gridiron Grill. Welcome. We are back. I am your host for today, and I am the chairperson of the Queen Lizzie Podcast. And I want to talk to you about Rosewood, because this podcast was really founded and based on the Rosewood history, to keep it alive and tell the truth, and that I'm very good at telling the truth about Rosewood. It was a hard history, is still hard history. However, my mom was my coach, my Rosewood coach, my Rosewood historian, because her sister was the school teacher that suffered the agony of defeat when the Rosewood massacre happened in 1923. However, she survived alive, told my mom her story, and my mom said to me, we must keep this ugly history alive. And she gave me that assignment, very painful assignment. However, she was my coach, and she was an excellent coach. Tell the story. If mom was younger, mom would tell the story. Research, authenticate, document, tell the truth. Never attack anybody about what happened in Rosewood, because the people today are not responsible for that history that happened years ago. And I've done that. And like I said, it has not been easy, but it has been steady. Okay, because I want the next generation to know what happened.
Absolutely.
And if it's not for our next generation to continue to tell the story, then history would not be important. But she would always tell me, history is who we are. Without history, we're nothing. My mom had an 8th grade education, but she was a genius. And she would say to me, now, if you tell this story and tell it correctly, you need a song. And mom is going to write you a song. 2 minutes, I believe. She dictated a 13 verses song. She did not want me or herself to accuse anybody of what happened. So I'm just going to sing 3 verses for you that really tells the story fluently and without prejudice. And it goes like this.
Okay.
The Cedar Key train conductors were told to pick up in Rosewood. Standing by the tracks with a lantern, its young school teacher stood, waiting in desperation to carry out the sheriff's plan, rounding up the hidden survivors to board the midnight train. The sheriff and the store owner worked around the clock. Oh Lord, inform the train conductors just when and where to stop. Pick up the men, women, and children who were hiding out, and bring them to Archer, Florida, traveling the same old route. Bob Walker and John Wright took on a daring risk, put the survivors on the train, Lord, and sent them off with a kiss. Notified the Gainesville families to be on the lookout for their kin. Told them the train was a-coming, and told them exactly when.
Wow.
The reason I started in Cedar Key, that's where the train conductors that left Cedar Key, came through Rosewood and picked up the Rosewood survivors who were standing at the track. And my aunt was there with the lantern to direct the conductors where to stop because it was like 4 a.m. in the morning. And the men that helped were white men that I called, I don't know who they were, but they were unsung. I call them my unsung heroes because they were there and they helped. Had it not been for the Cedar Key train conductors, John Wright and his wife, the unsung heroes, everybody would have perished because in Cedar Key, it's a peninsula, one way in and one way out.
Yes.
So the train brought them in, and Mom wanted to give credit.
Yeah.
And I appreciate your mom for doing that,
Yeah,
to let
absolutely.
other people know, okay, that people worked together back then.
Yeah.
As bad as different as it was,
Right.
they worked together. And I like to share her real contribution when I do this. Okay.
That was well done.
Oh, you think so? And it came on to Gainesville after leaving Archer. That's where my aunt exited because she is from Archer. Okay, and that's where we're going to build the Rosewood Museum in Archer on the property that she grew up on. And I would like for the girls to come out to Archer on the farm one day. And I know that's asking a lot, so we can do that next year.
Okay.
Okay, but anyway, I want people to know that we are working on a museum. And it's not my museum, it's their museum.
Right. I'd love to go. I'd love to come out there as well.
Okay.
That's awesome.
All right, wonderful. So you can be an adjunct professor on my board. Adjunct coach. We will not give you a big assignment. Just keep you informed.
Okay.
And you can inform the other coaches.
Okay. We'll
Okay.
do. Yeah,
And we'll stay in
absolutely.
touch.
Yes.
Yeah. So
sure.
are you willing to do that?
Yes, I am.
I love you too.
Yeah. You got me.
Do you have much choice?
No, I do not, and I'm okay with that.
Okay. Okay, that's what friends are for.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, indeed. But also coming up is a Rosewood cookbook. Hopefully, we would like to publish before Christmas and sell as a fundraiser to help build the Rosewood Museum.
Wow.
Yes, that's what we are working on. If you are interested in submitting a recipe, go to my website, rosewoodflorida.com, send a notification, and while you are there, you can make a donation toward the foundation, and you may publish. I have a bookstore. You may publish my books. Okay, if it sounds like I am marketing and trying to sell, you got me right. That's exactly what I'm doing. Ain't no shame in my game.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. But it's all for the kids. Unless they are aware, they don't understand.
Right.
Okay?
Absolutely.
Yes.
So your cookbook, is it going to be main dishes and desserts, or what are you looking for in your cookbook?
Yes.
Okay.
All of the above,
Okay.
but southern food.
Okay.
The first recipe in the book, my great-grandmother, who was born in Patron, Mississippi in 1826, and kidnapped, brought to Archer, died in Archer in 1926. The first recipe, the name of it is Grandma, what's her name? Julienne hog head cheese, southern hog head cheese.
Oh, wow.
It's awesome.
Okay. All right.
That's the first, but yes, pig feet, okay, turtles, what we ate back then.
Okay.
We would love some recipes on southern foods, and when I talk about it, and if I'm talking to a mixed group, they're laughing more than I am.
Yeah.
They say, "But Liz, we grew up on the same food. We were poor too." So it's a community cookbook, and we're going to have a ball presenting it. And
Well,
sharing
you
it.
lost me at the turtle, but I would like to throw a recipe in there if that's okay.
Sure.
Yeah. I'll throw something in there.
Honored.
Okay. All right. Let me know when I got to turn it in.
Okay.
All right.
I certainly will. Yes, I would love for you to send us a recipe. And when you do, you may add pictures from the University of Florida.
Okay.
It can be your recipe. However, include them on your page. Each of you will get 2 pages, one for your recipe and one for your history that you know about Rosewood, or your job. If it's a nonprofit, You may announce it, talk about it, and put pictures of your students, whomever.
Okay.
It's a community cookbook, and it's different.
Okay.
It tells the story of Rosewood. My song that I just sang
Yes.
is going to be in there.
Okay,
Spread
awesome.
out. Yeah. So
Awesome.
it's going to be a hip hop. I don't know if that's the right name. Cultural. It's going to be a cultural, Southern cultural.
All right. I'm excited to see that.
Okay. Is it anything else that you want to talk about the girls, basketball?
No, just come out. We're going to play an exciting brand. We're going to have a fast pace, experienced team, a mix of new and returners. So just come out and support, the team. They deserve that support. That we need that support.
Yes,
The home court advantage is something. We have
Yes.
a lot of home games in November. We'd love to pack the house and just
Okay.
feel the excitement. So just come out and watch the Gators.
Did you all hear? Okay, come out. Let's pack the house.
Yes.
How many assistant coaches do you have?
We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You just put me on the spot. We got
Oh, that's good. 5.
Yeah, 5,
Okay.
yes.
Okay. You
Yeah.
don't have to give me. I just know 2 of you.
Yeah.
You and
and Coach Fred.
yes.
Yes, from
And the one I met last week on the show.
Coach Fred.
Oh yeah.
Coach
It
Fred.
was
Yes,
Fred
yes,
Williams.
yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Fred
Okay.
is new to the staff, but we're excited to have him, and I think you'll be talking to Coach CJ maybe next week.
Yes.
Yes.
Now Fred is new. Fred came from
Auburn.
Auburn.
Yes. Yep.
Yes.
So we coached against them for the last couple of years.
And then you encouraged him to move south.
Yeah.
Further
Yeah. He
south.
made a good decision. We think he made a good decision.
Well, he was so happy on the show last
Yes.
week, a couple of weeks ago. Yes, he did an excellent job. If you haven't listened to him, rewind your computer, go to Queen Lizzie Podcast, and look for Coach Fred Williams.
Absolutely.
And pull him up and listen to him. We are all about bringing this community together, okay, and helping our young people. And we know they're all involved in sports, and it's like sports is like not a religion. Don't want to put it there, but it's something they aim for. Everybody wants to be. I played basketball. Everybody wants to be good in sports. And I remember when I was 13, I was like too young for the team. However, the coach took me to a game in Tallahassee where they were having a tournament. 13. And the other girls, the bigger girls, were saying, well, why is she going with us? But the coach knew why. Okay, because she trained me. And when I got to be old enough to play, I was really good, and I'm not bragging.
Yeah.
But I had lived it.
Yeah.
My dad, when we were growing up, we didn't have money to buy a lot of gifts. We didn't have it. I grew up on a farm. We had everything we needed, food, but we didn't have money for presents, Christmas presents. So I remember when your dad bought us a basketball and the rim, the goal or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
And we, the 4 of us, the 4 children, I was the youngest, we learned to play and master basketball.
That was the gift.
That was the
Yeah,
gift.
absolutely.
And when I look at kids today getting all of these gifts,
Yeah.
okay, that's not my business. But anyway, we're going to keep it real, but we must support our kids.
Absolutely.
And I am so happy to be a part of the University of Florida basketball squad,
Yes,
team,
ma'am. Yes.
whatever we can call it.
Okay. Well, we're happy you're a part of our team. We appreciate you and looking forward to having you come out and talk to our team again.
Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect. Hey, I am continuously humbled, honored, and blessed to meet people daily and invite them to join in peace building, healing, and reconciliation through learning about the history of Rosewood. That will wrap up today's episode number 127. I am Queen Lizzie. Until next time, goodbye.
Go Gators!
Go.